What's good, everybody? We're here at Elevation in Miami, Florida. I got my boy Connor with me. Connor, how much money have you made in the last 12 months on Amazon?
235,000 sales.
Okay, and just a couple years ago, you were working landscaping, like business job, right?
Yep.
And how much money were you making doing that?
I was making 6 figures, just like 100,000.
6 figures a year, and how many hours were you putting into that?
Too many hours, like 80, 90 hours a week.
And how many hours are you putting into your Amazon business now?
25.
So only 25 hours a week. So you're working like a fourth of what you were working before,
Yeah.
but you're making double, triple the money.
Yeah.
We're gonna dive deeper into how he's doing that, what product he's selling, how he got started, so you guys can implement the same info. But first, we gotta hit chest, baby. This is the first W of the day. Then we'll get into business a little bit later. Let's get it.
They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate.
Let them know, how did you find out like about me?
Yeah, I found you on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah. I was actually looking to get into drop shipping on Shopify, and I started to build my page for about a month, made zero fucking progress, found Will on YouTube, and I said, here is the prayer. This is what I've been praying for. I don't have to do ads, I don't have to do all the marketing. This is exactly what I want to do. I want to make money online without all the complicated shit. And I started
And I want to ask you this too, because like a lot of people, they know that they need to do something to get out of their current situation, but they're like hella skeptical about all the different ways to make money. And coming from someone that you were from upstate New York, no one in your town was doing anything to make money on the internet. What made you take that leap of faith anyways, even though you were stepping into like the unknown?
Yeah, 100%. So I mean, really, I saw other people doing it, and I really do believe, and I heard from other people that if other people could do great things, there's nothing that can really stop you from doing that as well. And with your testimonials and just, focusing on learning the business model for about a month, and just cutting out everything else. You need to find something, doesn't matter what it is, but go all in on that, study it, and then take the next step, get a mentor. I mean, I did that before I even sold the product.
Hey man, you heard it there first, and now my boy's doing $40,000 a month. And again, we're gonna dive into exactly what he's selling, all the nitty gritty details, but we got test day first, baby. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, whoa, look, they can never keep me down, I'm going. And if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up.
Hey man, it's that season, baby. It's that season. More money, more muscles, more life, more health, more wealth. We're in the season of abundance.
I need 12. I was caught up in a situation, could have gone real bad. I took a long vacation, no doubt left man of them mad. Gone, I left the hood, I said I would, so I'ma get mine and I won't feel bad. Nah.
All right, so we just got done with the workout. Now, Connor, I'm gonna ask you the questions that everybody wants to know, right? Like,
For sure.
How did you get started in the Amazon business? How did you find out about it? And how long ago was that?
Yeah, so it was about 2 years ago that I first found out about it. It was actually through you specifically. And I mean, how I first got started, I went physically to find products. I started building my business that way. I hit my first 10K in sales doing that. And yeah, I mean, it's just been snowballing ever since.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna rewind that back, because I know some of you guys are watching, so you're probably like, wait. How did you get to that 10K in sales? Like, how did you get your first sale? So how did you do that? How did you find your first product? What was that first product that you sold? And walk us through like that process.
Yeah, so the first product that I sold was RX bars. It's like a nutrition snack. And I actually, using the Amazon Seller Central, I mean, I could sort of show them right here. The barcode scanner right on the top right. I'd walk into the store, I'd scan a product like this Tide right here. And we'll show them. I scanned the barcode, and it's just easy as that. And say on the shelf, this costs like $3 to buy. You'd actually see the low price on Amazon's almost $13. And this actually sells a lot of units per month. There's a lot of ratings, and that's how I started.
Okay, so the first product was an RX bar.
Yep.
And you found it in Ollie's?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you guys that don't know what Ollie's is just a discount store. There's several across the US. You got Ollie's, you got BJ's, you got Dollar Tree. Any discount store, you can find products like this at discounted prices, and these same products sell for double, triple, quadruple the price on Amazon sometimes. And that gives the opportunity for people like me and Connor to make money, online. And a lot of things too. Another thing that people don't know is that 60% of the products sold on Amazon are actually sold by people like us. They're not sold by Amazon itself or the brand itself. So if you've ever bought like Tide on Amazon, you're not actually buying from Tide, and you're not actually buying from Amazon. You're buying from someone like Connor, who bought this at a discount store and then just resold it on the Amazon's platform. So diving back into your 10K months. So Your first sale was the RX bar. You found it in Ollie's. How did you scale from that one sale up to $10,000?
Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, this is something that I learned throughout time. For the month of research that I was sort of setting everything up to start this business and following Will, I very realized that the education's there, but what I lacked more than anything was how to actually apply it. So through the application process of having a mentor, that's literally how I went from my very first couple sales. I only bought a couple products to actually start buying in bulk, pallets at a time, half pallet at a time, and just go crazy with it.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a little push to like get to where you want going. You know, I tell this story all the time where I remember I invested $7,500 to go to this mastermind to learn how to build my business online. And at the time, that was the biggest investment that I had ever made in my life. And I remember I asked my ex-girlfriend at the time, yo, do you think I should make this investment? And she said no. And the reason why she said no is because these are my goals, not hers. And one thing that I tell people all the time is you should never ask for permission to pursue your dreams, because it's not anyone else's dreams, it's your dreams, and no one's gonna want it more than you. And another thing on top of that, my girl wasn't a millionaire. My girl wasn't an entrepreneur, so I shouldn't have even asked her the question to begin with. And something that I tell people too is like, you should only get advice from people that are in the position that you wanna be in. So yeah, after going to that mastermind, I learned information that completely 10x'd my business. And I see that pattern over and over and over again with my successful friends and with my successful students, where they just needed that push to really get to the next level. So boom, you got the 10K a month doing that, you know, just getting a mentor.
Yeah.
What got you to where you are now? Now you're doing about, how much did you do in the last 30 days?
Yeah, last 30 days. So I'm looking at close to 30,000 in revenue.
So over $30,000 a month. My boy's done over 250K in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
So what took you from that 10K to that 30K jump?
Man, the secret, you guys, it's a snowball effect. Life, I believe in the law of compounding. You have to start and just do not stop. A lot of people start, they fall off in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. But the secret is, I started about 2 years ago and I literally have not stopped since. So that compounding effect is taking me to where I'm at.
Yeah, and I mean, guys, like, it's really, if you've been hearing what Connor's actually saying, a lot of the value he's giving you, it's all mindset. And it's because you can't be successful in any business if your mind isn't right. You know, I can't help you. God himself can't help you if you don't have the right mindset, if you're not willing to implement the information, and if you are getting stuck on obstacles and immediately giving up. I'm sure you ran into obstacles in your Amazon journey. I ran into several obstacles through my entrepreneurship journey. You know, I've started several businesses and I've failed at several businesses, but I've never let any of those failures stop me from continuing to progress and continuing to learn to get to the point where I'm at today. So if you're watching this right now and you failed at other businesses in the past, just know that those are just stepping stones to where you want to go. You know, these are all learning lessons, and it's really only an L if you stop there and you quit there.
Yeah.
So with that being said, bro, if someone skipped all of this whole video and got to this point right here, what would be like a step-by-step blueprint that you could give them to getting to their first $1,000 in sales online? Like, what's a strategic, tactical, do this, this is how you're gonna make your first $1,000?
100%. So let's keep it straight and simple. So what I usually do with my store, I've done FBA, but a majority of my revenue and my profits have come from FBM. So
explain that real quick to me. What is FBM?
Yeah, so it stands for Fulfilled by Merchant. So there's a version where, you know, I'm an Amazon customer, I buy it through Prime shipping, I receive it maybe the next day or the day after. That's actually leaving an Amazon warehouse. Majority of that product is coming from third party, just like me and Will. But how I do it is I actually bypass Amazon fulfillment. I actually store it where I'm at, where, you know, I'm running my business out of. And every time I get an order, I'll package that, set it, and then get it shipped out the next day.
Okay, cool.
That's what FBM is.
So yeah, so the major difference is basically FBA, Amazon ships it, FBM, you are shipping it. Yep. Connor chooses to ship things out himself. The main pro for that is you make more money per product when you're shipping it out yourself, because you pay less in Amazon fees.
Yeah.
So
I'll break it down for them if you want.
Yeah, break it down to them so how they can hit their first $1,000 with FBM.
Yeah. I mean, people overcomplicate it. If we're doing Fulfilled by Merchant, pretend this product is sold for $30 on Amazon. Every time that you sell it for 30, Amazon takes 15%. So the only other factor that you have to calculate is actually get it shipped to the customer. But because we buy our shipping through Amazon and being a seller on Amazon, it's all 60, 70% off conventional shipping rate. So a lot of people are like, wouldn't that be expensive to ship? Yeah, you're used to going to UPS, dropping it off, getting it shipped to wherever it's got to go. We're actually buying a label at a discounted rate, as they're partnered with UPS, USPS. And that's how we profit so heavy. So 15%, say I sell it for 30, Amazon takes that. If I sell it for 40, they take that 15%. And after that, you gotta get the cost to ship it. And at that point, you're profiting.
Yeah, I mean, it's that simple, guys. So you lose that 15% to Amazon, which I think that's a very low fee for what they're giving you. Because keep in mind, you being an Amazon seller exposes you to over 150 million buyers. There's over 50% of the US population is shopping there. And it's also allowing you to sell products without needing a website, without needing to do any marketing. So that's what you're paying that 15% for. And then, like Connor said, when you're buying these shipping labels, because you're an Amazon seller, you're getting 60 to 70% off on your label. So that alone is going to, give you an advantage from these other people that aren't selling through Amazon that have to pay regular shipping rates. So how do they go ahead and find their first product to start selling?
Yeah. So really how I'd break it down is you're either gonna, depending on where you're at, anywhere in the country, you could use Costco, you could use Sam's Club. There's a lot of people that are making a lot of money using that strategy. And then if you live anywhere near Ollie's, that's specifically how I personally started. And that's what I recommend. Go into those stores. You don't need a membership. There's products in bulk, pallets, and that's how you have to start. And there's really no excuse. Like, I think we should show them this. This is the page views on my store in the last 12 months. I mean, that's a little over 1.4 million page views, $0 in advertising. So I was explaining Will earlier in the video, I tried to do Shopify before getting into Amazon. I am not a marketer. I'm not good with websites. I don't know how to do any of that. And, with doing something like this and selling a product like that, I mean, you guys, the only way you don't succeed with this is if you just don't try. I personally believe that.
I mean, think about that, guys. Over 1.4 million people have seen his product. We're in front of Elevation right now, one of the most famous gyms in Miami. Even this gym right here does not have 1.4 million people passing it by every week. The traffic that you get on Amazon is insane. And again, if you failed at other businesses before, just know that I have too. I tried Shopify dropshipping. I made some money, then I failed. I tried to start a moving business, couldn't get leads, failed. I tried to do affiliate marketing, couldn't get leads, failed. A lot of these businesses that people start and they fail at, it's because of a marketing problem. They weren't able to get enough customers. With Amazon, I'm a big fan and I'm a big advocate of it because they give you customers. So the hardest part, which is getting leads, getting customers, has already been solved for you. Literally, your only job is to find products, and we're giving you the strategies to find products. Now, what Connor is about to tell you now is a little bit of an advanced tip. This is a pro tip. We honestly shouldn't even be telling you this, but you came to the channel, you're watching this video, so I'm gonna give you a golden nugget. But let them know the operation that you have going on with Ollie's that allowed you to scale. Like, what type of relationship did you build there?
100%. So when you spend money, that's a really good way to build a relationship. You got to spend money with your people, invest in your people. So the stores that I would physically go into, they receive truckloads every single week of brand name products like this. They liquidate, they buy in bulk from Sam's Club, Target, spillover products, stuff that they want to get rid of. It shows up at Ollie's every single week. And before it even gets put out on the shelf, I go in the back on the truck day, knowing the managers, and I'll physically be in the back, getting the products loaded up and purchased. And then, hey, when you buy a lot, like I said, people are going to like you for that. And they give me additional 15, 20% off my entire purchase.
And how did you get that relationship to begin with?
So I mean, I believe in, like, over time you have to make that introduction, and I waited for a little bit. And the reality what it was is I saw that they were already giving discounts, like coupons, when you spent money, and they give you 15% off, 20% off your entire purchase. And I was like, wait a minute, I bet they do something for, businesses that buy in bulk. Let me ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. And that's really how I got started with that.
Yeah, so I mean, closed mouths don't get fed. My boy was in there shopping. Again, he didn't ask from the jump. He was in there shopping, doing business for a couple months. Later, he approached the manager and he was like, hey, listen, like, I'm coming in here. I'm buying a lot of units. Thousands of dollars worth of product. I'm buying a lot of units. I want to come in and buy more units. Is there some type of wholesale account that I can open with you? Is there some type of business account that I can open with you where I can get a consistent discount? And guess what? They said yes. Worst case scenario, they would have said no, and then he would have just kept shopping there, still making money. But they said yes. So now, on top of the products, because keep in mind, Ollie's, Sam's Club, Costco, all of those products are already discounted. So on top of the already discounted products, he gets another discount on top of that, which makes him hyper profitable. That's why when you see my ads, you see my content, sometimes people are commenting like, yo, how's he making money with that? Or like, I don't believe those profit margins. And it's because they don't understand the full story.
Yeah.
We're buying discounted products, but on top of that, we're getting another discount, which makes us much more profitable than most other sellers, simply because we know how to build relationships. Now, I don't want to make this interview too long because I'm a big fan of action over information, because if you consume too much information, usually you're just going to stay stagnant and not do anything.
Facts.
So if I were you right now, I'd honestly leave the video and start implementing the information. But for those of you guys that are staying, what's one tip that you can leave them with before we end the whole video that you think would have the most impact to someone that wants to get into this business?
Yeah, I mean, the most impact is you guys have to pick a point and look right down at your feet where you're at. Stop looking so far down the road, worrying about, these crazy numbers. You need to start small. That's the beautiful thing about starting Amazon. The very first day I bought inventory, I spent very close to $60. A lot of people don't understand how small you could start. And, that was a huge reason why I wanted to do this, because I could learn small, start small. And then another part, the craziest part, is definitely everything's done for you. I mean, the traffic's coming to Amazon.com. And, at that point, it's literally your job is just get inventory. That's it.
And there you have it, guys. So either go implement the information or stop whining about your current situation. Like, my biggest pet peeve is people that say that they want to provide for their daughter, they want to provide for their mom, their dad, they want to live a better life, but you're sitting on your ass doing nothing. Like, if I show you my phone right now, the reason why I go so hard is literally my wallpaper. If you look at it, it says why. It says, do it for Gerald. That's my cousin who overdosed a couple years ago. It says, do it for my legacy, do it for my family, do it for your kids. A lot of you guys say that you want to do it for your family, but your actions speak louder than words. You don't really want to do it for your kids, bro. You're a bum. You're sitting on the couch all day and you're not fucking grinding. So at the very least, if you're not going to implement the information, stop saying that you really want this shit, because you don't. We're going to cut it right there. Let's get it.